Hello everyone, and this is my review for TNA Impact Wrestling. And I'm not going to really give a specific date for it, because this is mainly going to be talking about the whole TNA World Title series that they've been doing. And what can I say? The storyline behind this, they shouldn't have even bothered with this. But this is I think this is their aspect of trying to get as much out of the matches that they've already taped as possible before having to do new tapings for either another network or for Destination America somewhere down the road. But this, I think, was originally done as a one-night only pay-per-view. At some point in time, a one-night only pay-per-view. And basically what they're doing, or here's the basic storyline. At Bound for Glory, obviously with the way that they had Matt Hardy win the World Heavyweight title, and I did do a review on that and gave my opinions on that as well, which I didn't really like how they did it. They decided to have EC3 file an injunction that would keep Matt Hardy off of TV until the court dates and everything like that was happening. So they were going to have the World Heavyweight title held up for months, or weeks, months, or even longer because of an injunction that EC3 was putting up because of the way the match went with, the triple threat match went with him, Drew Galloway, and Matt Hardy at the pay-per-view with Jeff Hardy as the special guest referee. So what they did to resolve this issue, Matt Hardy vacates the World Heavyweight title. Okay. Simple logic would probably say, storyline, okay, let's have those two vacate a title and have a match between EC3 and Matt Hardy. And winner's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. That's probably easy, in the terms of wrestling storylines, they should be basic, they should be simple, they don't need to be, overly complex to become complex in their own way. But what they decided to do was take 32 TNA wrestlers. By the way, some of them in this case, not even a part of the show anymore. In the terms of storyline, like with Austin Aries, not like his storyline is that he shouldn't even be in TNA anymore because of his loss to Rockstar Spud. Yet he's going to be in the TNA title series, in the TNA World Title Series here, in there. But some people with storylines that they're not even part of the company anymore. Now they're going to show up here for this, and in every sense, Mahamli Shira, when these were taped, was still named Koya, so they had to work around that in some way in there as well. And they also have a Knockouts group in there as well. In the end, I'm not, the thing with the Knockouts is not, that one's not too bad in that sense, because they could probably do something with Gail Kim and Awesome Kong in there and make those actually good, though most networks have this thing, this thing with wrestling that the men shouldn't be fighting the women. So, I don't know how they're going to work around that. And but we'll have to see down the road how they work that one out. So you have that going, and so now think about this. They had a injunction storyline with EC3 and Matt Hardy, and they said the reason why we're vacating the title is because it could take weeks or months or even longer. Now they're doing this group thing where you have like one or two groups going each week for matches. So you have a round robin tournament, and one or two groups is going to go each week here, or maybe even three groups. And it's going to take weeks and months to do. Yeah. This is a horrible idea. Not necessary in any way. This is just them trying to save time and probably save a little bit of money in this case. but it was a horrible idea to begin with. I don't know why they're fully going along with it. This one seems like it would have been more fitting as like a 2-part, one-night-only pay-per-views that they would have had. I know they have at least most of it taped. They at least have the group play taped, and they probably have the portion of the tournament, the 16-man tournament. Oh yeah, that or the 16-person in this case, because we will have 2 knockouts in there. Because that's how it's going to work. The top 2 point getters go into a 16-person single elimination. You know, it's just like the World Cup in that sense, and it serves no purpose. And you're getting rid of like most of the things that they should have saved for the single elimination, like a match with Bobby Roode and James Storm, is happening in group play. You know, they're doing things like that in there. I think they also have Lashley and EC3 in the same group as well. They have Grado in there, whoop-de-doo, as well. It's too convoluted, and it doesn't save the time that they were saying they were wanting to save. Because now it's going to take months to crown a new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, because the group play is going to take a long time in there, and it breaks that continuity that they were saying, oh, we're trying to save time by ending this injunction because Matt Hardy's getting rid of the TNA World Heavyweight title, and now we're creating the TNA World Title Series, and now this is going to take months. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of this, and this is where I'm saying I might not really watch it. I mean, the matches themselves, at least now the matches that they have taped have some kind of purpose and everything like that, and everything kind of works in that sense of a storyline. But it's one focused storyline for everybody. Like, you're putting everybody into one storyline instead of having separate storylines going for different titles and different this and different that. I mean, in this sense, you're not going to have an X division, a tag team division, or a knockouts division in there as well. Everything's focused around one thing, and that's it. There's no this storyline has this element to it, while this storyline has a different element to it. Oh, this storyline's after this title in this division, and something could be a little bit more intriguing over here, but this one is completely different from this storyline, but still intriguing to go along with it. No, you have one storyline for everybody. It's not good. It's not good, at least in my own opinion, and that's how I feel about it at this time. I'm gonna try to watch these as much as possible, and everything. I feel like the matches are gonna be good. You're gonna have good matches here, but the story it doesn't fully make sense why they went this route with it. Also, with the sense of taking the title off of EC3 to begin with, when they had just kind of started his run as World Heavyweight Champion. Doesn't fully make sense where they're going, and I don't think there are some things where it's like, oh, that doesn't make sense, but hey, that was in the end, that was actually pretty good. This one is that, hey, this doesn't make sense, and it's not that good. It just isn't. So we'll see where they go with everything. Maybe they'll create some other kind of storylines through it as well. So we'll see where they go with it, but I'm not liking the beginning of this. They've already done a couple weeks of it. Matches, like I said, have been pretty good so far, but it's all one storyline, and it's not a good storyline to begin with. So that is my review of TNA in general for this time and being, and I thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to try to continue watching this as much as possible to try to give you guys a review each week of where everything's going and how everything is working with it, and we'll see where everything goes. So again, I thank you guys for watching.